leaving meeting.
You ready to go?
Oh, you got a lot more energy once this podcast starts. You got that Colby Covington vibe.
It's like I'm putting on a character.
Yeah, backstage, you're real quiet. We get on stage.
Yeah, every time the cameras play, I'm ready to fucking assault somebody.
Hey, we switch. I'm the louder one off camera.
Yeah, that's our vibe. Whenever the camera's rolling, I'm ready to kick someone in the nuts.
And then I put my tail between my legs and I just let you take over.
Got a little Phineas and Ferb vibe going on here.
I'm out
Ferb,
here.
I know what we're gonna do today.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen that show in forever. I just know he doesn't talk that much.
He doesn't, but sometimes he throws some lines out there.
I honestly can't remember him talking.
All right. Well.
Oh, stop.
Welcome to Forever Talking, where we talk nothing forever. My name is Ian Moore with my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas. And on today's episode of Forever Talking, episode 38,
Nine.
30.
I think I heard 38. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Episode 30 something. Today's episode we're going to be talking about UFC 291. Was that the one that just happened?
Yeah.
We're going to be talking about Jake Paul versus Nathan Diaz. We're going to be talking about fucking KSI versus Tommy Fury and the Prime card getting announced. It's in the books. It's ready to go. It's in. Nick.
Uh-huh.
The Prime card.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the books. Slated to be the biggest Misfits card ever created.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Slated to be KSI versus Tommy Fury. Logan Paul versus the unannounced Dylan Dennis.
Oh, fuck.
Logan Paul is not fighting on this card.
Yeah.
Because Dylan Dennis isn't fighting on this card.
I'll show up to the press conference a month before.
Yeah, if that. Because I don't think he showed up for the press conferences for the KSI fight.
No, all he did was he threw coffee in KSI's face, right?
Yep.
How are you gonna do that? Throw coffee in someone's face and then not fight,
and then get fucking cold cocked by Anthony Taylor. By the way, Conor McGregor is the brand new Dylan Dennis.
Oh yeah.
He tweets that he's gonna fight everybody. He never does.
Yeah. I saw him tweet. He said he wanted the Justin Gaethje fight. It's like you don't want that.
You don't want that, buddy.
No.
You don't want that. Probably on this card, we're probably gonna see Dean and Waleed too. Probably gonna see fucking Salt Poppy on this card. Gonna see Slim on this card. Potentially fighting each other. They're going the route to unload the clip on this card.
They're going all out.
They're going all out. It's a decision that I necessarily don't fully agree with, but I don't hate the idea either. Because while I know that the budget for this show is going to be massive, the budget for every other Misfits show isn't as massive. So why not unload the clip on this card, make it the biggest pay-per-view draw spectacle that you possibly can, and build these guys up so maybe they can host their own Misfits card. Maybe they just don't think that that's ready yet. They want Dean versus Wally to be a pay-per-view. Here's your pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Make it a spectacle. Make it a war. Make it something special. And that's probably the reason why it's so far away. It's 3 months away.
When is it?
October 14th.
Oh.
That's about 2.5 months away.
Yeah, it's
exactly. August. Yeah, it's 2.5 months away exactly to this day. Which isn't too far. 10 weeks. So still pretty decent amount though.
Yeah.
I don't this is how it used to be. Cards would be announced 2 months in advance. Jake announced it 6 months in advance. So
Yeah.
that was fucking stupid. So, hearing speculation through the grapevine, JJ has said that this is probably going to be his last fight.
Tommy Fury? Oh.
Do you believe it?
No.
I think that would be the most disappointing, heart-crunching kick to the dick.
I feel like he's just saying it.
Because there's so much more you can do.
Well, he's probably sick of dealing with Jake.
And like, let's be honest. If he beats Tommy, if he finds a way, by God's, which the closer we get to this fight, the more nervous I'm gonna be. Because, like, let's not undermine it. He's the massive underdog.
Yeah, well, I got Tommy winning.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that. And we can do our predictions later.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna roll with KSI because I think his style might give Tommy some issues if he does it correctly. But like, he's gonna need to be perfect in every aspect in order to win this. And if he loses, I don't see him walking away.
You can't end on a loss.
You can't end on a loss, and it's like, if he loses, it's either you can go and try and fight Tommy again, or you could fight Jake, and it would like, the Jake fight would just kind of be, while it would be big still, it would kind of be a watered down version.
I don't think it matters if he wins or not with Tommy. I feel like they're just two big names that have been talking shit for 3 years.
I think I don't know. It's hard to say. But if he beats Tommy, if he finds a way to beat Tommy, then, like, hypothetically, he doesn't need to fight Jake. He beat the guy who fought Jake. But that would still be upsetting if he didn't.
I guess how he beats Tommy, if he beats him.
If he knocks him out, which that's probably his only chance of beating Tommy.
That's what I was thinking. But, like, yeah.
Or TKOs him. Which I know that JJ has a built, like, he doesn't have as good boxing technique as Jake, but he hits harder than Jake, and he's more aggressive than Jake.
He's just so explosive.
And that's why he might. And maybe if you if you put Tommy in the back foot, because that's going to be the game plan, right? I mean, we can break it down further whenever, like, the time comes to actually talk about the fight. But how I could see JJ winning is when Tommy throws combination, Jake shows up. And when Tommy throws combinations at JJ, that's just not going. He's going to fucking throw too. And he's going to bank on his power overcoming Jake's power, or overcoming Tommy's power. Because I don't think Tommy has knockout capabilities.
No, I don't think so either.
And he's knocked out tomato cans in the past, but I mean,
yeah,
JJ's a young guy, a young, strong kid. And while he's bigger, and while Tommy's bigger than JJ, I don't think that's going to necessarily. I don't think you'll be able to knock him out. I think that it's just going to be the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, and we're just going to figure out if the immovable object is as unmovable as you think. Whenever that fucking force is just running into you, because we've seen Tommy on the back foot, and he got clipped by the left hook from Jake. JJ's banking that his left hook, when it hits Tommy, will put him down.
I think KSI has a lot more power.
I think he probably hits harder. So it's just about figuring out, is it enough? Because if it's not enough, you're fucked. Because you're not going to beat him on points.
Yeah.
Unless you're, like, in his face continuously, Mike Tyson style, all fight. Which he could. He's got the gas tank to do it. I don't know. But Tommy has the abilities and the experience to overcome this. It just depends on if JJ implements his game plan to the best of his ability and is as good as we think he might be. And then Logan versus Diaz, that fight's not happening because Dylan Diaz isn't going to show up. So unless there's a clause in the contract where you have to pay like a really hefty fine if he doesn't.
It should be in there.
Yeah, it should be. I can't imagine that they would trust him to do it without. There's a reason why. And there's probably a reason why Logan got announced and Dylan didn't. Because they haven't signed that yet. What do you do with what do you do with Logan if Dylan doesn't show up?
That's what I was trying to think of opponents, but I really can't think of any.
You could do Jorge Masvidal.
I guess that would be a decent fight.
Tyron Woodley would do it.
Yeah.
Masvidal sounds exciting. Tyron Woodley would do it. Temper. What about JMX? Remember the dude who lost to Le'Veon Bell? Le'Veon Bell would do it.
Yeah.
And that would be pretty big. Yeah. I don't know. But the prime card has been announced October 14th. It's probably the biggest crossover boxing card that we're going to get. KSI's potential last fight. He said it a few times now. He just said, like somebody asked him, it's like, how many do you see yourself doing? 2 more, 3 more? And he goes, oh, I think I'm probably done after Tommy. And
I don't think there's a way you can turn the Jake fight down, though.
That would be shitty if he did. I think his ploy is to beat Tommy to put Jake in a situation where he has to beg KSI to fight him, which would be an interesting turn of the tables after all these years. JJ's been gone, and it's always been, oh, he's scared to fight me, and now he comes back and the tables have turned if he beats Tommy. Because if he beats Tommy, Jake has to fight him.
I still think they should have fought like a year and a half ago.
They should be fighting in December. I don't know.
Yeah.
They should be fighting. How this should have went down is JJ probably should be fighting Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Or just not fighting at all. And then he could just fight in December, which is what we originally talked about. I don't know. If the money's right, and who knows, dude. I think I could probably find the clip. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of thinking that this could be the last one. I think that's
I feel that that's gonna be my final fight. I just don't see the Jake Paul fight.
We also know you though, so there's doubt. I don't think X for doubt.
Honestly, I think Tommy is it.
But right now, so would you do 3 more fights, or is 2 the max more you do? I
think max would be 2 because Jake. I feel that that's gonna be my final fight.
Okay, so for context, he thinks it's gonna be his final fight because Jake won't fight him.
Yeah.
So basically he fights Tommy Fury. If he beats Tommy Fury, then maybe Jake. Which that probably makes sense.
Yeah, no, it does.
If he beats Tommy, then like he doesn't need to fight anybody else, and there's nobody else really on the table for like it wouldn't make sense for him to beat Tommy and then say, all right, now I fight Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah, because that's a huge step down.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense. Like if he beats Tommy and then he's like, okay, Conor McGregor is now an option because hopefully Conor gets released from his UFC contract. So if I mean, he would fight Conor, but it would have to be a big fight that makes sense. And Jake's probably the only one that makes sense. I would love to see him do tag team fighting with Logan. I think that would be fun, but he won't do it. Yeah. I don't know. I think if we get the Tommy fight, win, lose, or draw, and the Jake fight still doesn't happen, Because if Tommy beats KSI, Jake's gonna fight Tommy. And if
You think so?
well, I think that's the reason why this all got fucked up in the first place. Is Jake lost to Tommy. And
Yeah.
he wants to get it back.
He can get back after KSI.
Which I would do that. Like if you could do it where if JJ beats Tommy, then he's just waiting for Jake. If Jake ever wants to fight him. And then if JJ loses to Tommy, the next fight for him, regardless. Fuck, I don't know, man. It's either he would fight Jake and then the winner would go fight Tommy, or he would just try to rematch Tommy straight away. Because he's not gonna, I don't think he's gonna go away if Tommy beats him. He's going to get that back. Even if Jake, like nobody talks about it enough. If Jake beats JJ, he's probably, it depends how. I don't know. Jake probably wouldn't rematch him.
Yeah.
They wouldn't rematch each other. That's true.
They might. I can see them rematching once they see the pay-per-view buys and the money they get.
Yeah. If it was if it was a draw, like a majority draw, they would rematch. Like if it was a split decision, a majority draw.
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, the prime card, August 14th, KSI versus Tommy Fury. It's a spectacle. It's a big one. And I can't wait to talk about it and all the clips that goes down. Every time we talk about a Misfits card, it seems to do well. So
does it really?
It does. The views on the actual episode does well.
Oh, okay.
I don't take the clips from the episode when we talk about Misfits. Although I might. We'll see what happens. What if we were just like, all right, I'm gonna take 10 clips per episode. Seems like a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll post 10 a day. Or we'll post 2 a day. That could help.
I still don't know how you post. Like you've told me like 80 times.
It's a pain in the dick. So first off, I gotta go to my guy to split him up. Every Tuesday I text him ready. And he says, yes, dear, because I don't think he speaks very good English. And then either 24 hours or like 36 hours later, he'll send me the clips. And he crops them. He puts the auto captions on. I download them. Or we film typically on Monday. We're filming on Tuesday now, but we film typically on Monday. What am I thinking? Oh, we film on Monday. I'll get the podcast all edited and done by Wednesday morning or Tuesday night in most cases. I'll upload it. I'll text him ready, so he'll respond by time the video's up. Then I message him. Then I send him the money. And then he sends me the clips. And then typically I'll post the first clip on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. But I've been getting sloppy with it. So it's been doing a lot of Sundays, or the first clip will come out on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then maybe Wednesday.
Okay, so it's not me. I do check on YouTube sometimes, and there hasn't been consistency.
I just don't see the.
Yeah, sometimes it can be a little spotty. It just depends when he sends them to me.
No, I know. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying
you should blame me. It really is 100%.
Like how you forgot last night.
Yeah, no, it's 1,000% my fault. I'm fucking busy.
Hey, that's on me.
It's on me, man. It's on me. I got shit going on.
No, I know.
I'm fucking busy.
I know.
And then I have to post the first video to TikTok, edit it on TikTok so I can get that stupid fucking caption to come up. And then I have to take the TikTok video, copy the link, put it in a site that will remake the video, but without the fucking TikTok watermark. So whenever you like save a TikTok video on the phone, it has a watermark of your name and shit. of your of the TikTok, your TikTok username, and it posts it like all over the video.
Why?
To show you didn't steal the video or some shit. It's stupid. So I have to copy the link, put it in a site that will copy the video from the TikTok edited version that doesn't have the watermark, because the Instagram Reels algorithm and the YouTube algorithm doesn't like it with the watermark. But they like it whenever it has that TikTok caption that I edit. So you have to get the video with the TikTok caption but without the watermark.
Holy fuck. This is just
it's so a pain, extra. Nick, it's a pain in the fucking ass.
You know what that sounds like? You remember writing essays when we were younger and we had to go to Bitly for the websites we used?
Yes.
That's like that, because that website was always ass too.
Yeah, it's kind of what it is. And then I have to watch 3 ads just to get the fucking TikTok video the way I want it. And then I have to post it on my Instagram, the Forever Talking Instagram. I have to post it on YouTube. And then that's it. And it might not even do good. It's spotty.
Okay, I have a question for you though. How do you pick the clips? Will you listen right now and then you mark it?
No.
Or do you rewatch the whole video?
I kind of remember it in my head. And then I just kind of skim through it and see if I can find clips where we're laughing and see if it's a good if it's a good moment to take out. But I'll post it to Instagram Reels and it doesn't guarantee it's going to do good or not. Listen. I posted about McGregor's return, 462 views. The next one, 19 views, 23 views, 3 views, 1 and 1 view. Before McGregor's turn, it was 63, 223, 130, 3, 12, 193, 1, 8, 129, 6, 3, 93. These aren't high-end views. But there was a time there where it was 400 views, 1,000 views, 1,500 views. So
it's
Instagram, this one where
Trevor Lawrence was the guy. He made Jacksonville, which was not a good team, a pretty good team. So then the week after that,
we just took about football. I think we have to talk about sports more, and I have to take more sports clips out of it.
All right.
I think that's the key. Our highest clip we ever did on Instagram is 4,221 views.
I feel like
that was one we did with Sam a few months ago.
I don't know who.
I was laughing my ass off today driving to school.
Yeah, it's the clips. I think I gotta take more sports clips.
All right.
That's the plan. Maybe I'll do hold on.
None of we can't talk about us beating up kids anymore.
No, we can. I'm thinking we take 10 clips.
All right.
Does
that cost more?
I don't know. If it does, we're not doing it. I'm just gonna take more sports. I'm gonna do a little half and halfer. Hold on. I can get 12 clips for $50. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. We're just gonna do a little half and half. How's that sound, sweetheart?
We know you're in charge. It doesn't matter what I say.
Yeah, you're right. Your opinion. Your opinion.
But based on you explained it why you're in charge. You do so much more work.
Ungodly.
I just show up here. I just show up, I'm out here in the cold in Alaska out here, but yeah.
Shut the fuck up. And then the fucking the TikTok and then the Instagram Reels on, it's just got to be more. Just have to post more.
Yeah, I think the wording also matters. When you put McGregor in there, the McGregor dick suckers, I'll click on it.
We gotta get this sorted out. I don't know.
We'll have a meeting about it before we go watch Barbie.
Fuck. The Barbenheimer.
I really want to do that, but can't.
I want to do the Barbenheimer so bad. just to say I did it, but I don't think you and I could.
I know I couldn't.
I don't think we have the capacity.
I barely can sit through a UFC event.
I mean, you would have to take a break.
No, yeah, we would for sure.
But I think that's cheating.
Yeah,
I don't think that counts. I don't think you can. I don't think you can I don't think you can go to Barbie, then hop across the street to get some dinner, or like go home for 2 hours and then come back. I think that's cheating. I think
Yes.
I think the Barbenheimer is you go there, you get your fucking popcorn, you get your snacks, you go to Barbie, you sit there, you go after the movie, you piss, you re-up on snacks and drinks, and then you go straight to Oppenheimer.
You know what that reminds me of? Of like on foot like Sunday or like in the NFL playoffs when you got like your team's playing, but they're the second game. So the first game you watch, you really don't care.
Yeah.
And then the second game, you're like all nervous and stuff, like going from Barbie all relaxed and going to what's it, Oppenheimer?
Oppenheimer, and you can hear the nukes go off while you're watching Mission Impossible 2 theaters over. Just the bomb just hit Nagasaki.
Our seats are shaking.
Yeah.
I might need to bring some ear stuff if I can fuck it. The vibration.
By the way, go see Mission Impossible, everybody. Great film. Wonderful film.
I love that. That's my favorite movie of the year.
Really? Over John Wick?
Yeah, John Wick's second, but dude, I love the car crash scene. I swear to God, I don't know if I just related to it. Well, it took me 20 minutes to recover.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It felt like we were in the fucking car.
It was just like out of nowhere because I actually wasn't fully paying attention because me and you were talking kind of and like just all the.
That's not an uncommon scene. Like a car accident out of nowhere. Like that's not uncommon. What's uncommon is the way that they did it. Like the sound design was insane. The fucking I don't know what it was.
Spot on. Like that whole driving scene that they're doing, I was like, oh my God, I gotta recover from this. And I'm not even fucking in the movie.
What a great scene that was too. It's just a good movie. It's interesting how Tom Cruise could find a way. Like this is Tom Cruise's Fast and Furious movies. But they're good. But they're all good. And it's not a complicated process. It's a spy movie. All spy movies are exactly the fucking same. You got a somewhat generic villain. You got a like a cookie cutter story in most cases. After you play the character so many times, what new can you do with it? And it will get to the end. Who knows what will happen? He'll save the day. It's a pretty generic story. But they find a way to implement things in it so spectacularly that it make the action's great. Tom Cruise is great in it. All the cast actually give a fuck and they try. And while like the plot isn't like that risk taking, it doesn't have to be because they implement different things in the plot to make it interesting. The villain of the story was interesting.
This one was a little too realistic.
It was a little scary.
Yeah, the AI taking over. I could see that.
Yeah, that's a little frightening. They made a Drake song.
Yeah, that's a whole conversation we could have on here.
But it was, it was a good movie. But anyways,
wait. Little life hack. This is not for the ladies. This is for the men. If you meet a chick named Grace, get the fuck away from her.
Run. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, I don't want to spoil it for you.
No, I do.
I just I just will say this. If I'm Ethan Hunt, Tom Cruise's character, and if he would have shot her right then and there whenever she stole the key, so many issues would have been solved in this movie. I can't even fathom it. Yeah. I would have blasted her head off in the middle of that fucking Starbucks or wherever they were. And we would have never had we wouldn't have an issue. Now you may cause some panic in the airport.
Yeah, but
I just would have taken the key back. What would she have done?
She's dead.
Yeah, I would have killed her. He could have snapped her neck in the middle of the fucking airport. Dead. Problem solved. She fucking fucked so much shit up in this movie. And great actor. She acted it really. It was a great actor. It was acted really well. But just a pain in the dick.
Oh, dude, she stabbed him in the back at least 5 times.
Yeah, which I get it. She's like a Catwoman character.
Like, how many times are you gonna get fucked by the same woman?
I don't know. What? That he just met.
Yeah.
And I get it. He's selfless. He's a good guy. Not me.
No, you do that once to me. Next time you're getting your head shot off.
I wouldn't even matter. I mean, like, remember that scene where he's walking to the airport and the guy's like, he just stole that fucking thing off you. I would have been like, who is it? Redhead chick. Boom.
Well, silencer on the gun.
Yeah, problem solved. Gone forever, Aaron Hernandez. Anyways.
God.
Moving on to the next clip. What are we talking about? UFC 291.
Oh,
Decent card. Decent card.
yeah.
Can't remember anything on it besides Derek Lewis and Poirier versus Gaethje. So
I remember a little of it.
Oh, Kevin
There's-
Holland. Kevin Holland had a masterclass.
Yeah.
Kevin Holland had a masterclass. He's not beating Adesanya though. So if he did he fight at 170?
Fuck. Yeah, he did. He's the guy. He goes back and forth. But yeah, he was at 170.
I don't think he's interested in a title fight. I think he just wants to fight anybody and everybody.
He's got that Nate Diaz vibe.
Hey, having guys like that is a good thing.
Yeah.
Guys,
And he's good.
Yeah,
They're
they're super entertaining. He's crazy entertaining.
He's good too, but
he's a good fighter. So he's good to have around.
Tony.
Oh, Tony got fucked. Time to wrap it up, buddy.
He said he got eye poked, but
he did get eye poked. And the fight did kind of switch whenever he did get eye poked. But who would just say that it wouldn't have switched anyway?
Yeah. I don't know.
I think there's cause for a rematch.
Yeah.
You can do a rematch and we'll see what happens. If he gets fucked again, then it's like,
I mean, I would just say, like, just imagine fighting like after getting poked in the eye. Like, that would be hard. But
that'd be hard. That'd be impossible. But he did give him time on the cage to recover.
yeah.
Do you get a penalty if you sit on the cage too long? So, or if you
for eye poke?
Yeah.
So they'll give you 5 minutes, and then you can, like, whether you want to continue or not. Kind of like if you get hit in the nuts, they give them a break. So it's like
yeah, but I think Tony only took 2 minutes, right?
Yeah, you don't have to take the whole 5 minutes. Like, no one really ever takes it.
So he said he was good.
Yeah.
That's on him. I can't. I can bring a horse to water. I can't make him fucking drink it. I mean, listen. Never mind. Yeah, you don't get the rematch. You should have taken the 5 minutes.
Yeah, but I don't think 5 minutes is going to make your eye less blurry.
How would you know?
I mean, I've been hit in the eye before, but like,
yeah, but he didn't try.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He didn't try to. He didn't try to take the 5 minutes. Why don't you just sit there until your eyes got blurry?
No one ever does that though. Like, even when they get hit in the nuts, like, take the full 5 minutes.
Yeah, fuck him.
Dana probably is mad at back
now, if you actually feel better, then go out there and fight. But if he's complaining about the eye not being better, then why would you go out there and continue to get punched in the head? I give you a knife and you find a way to shoot yourself. That's on you. I can't. I mean, I like.
I still think he's washed though. I think he's washed.
Oh wow. Oh wow. Why?
I mean, he loses. I mean, he fights good people, but he hasn't won in forever. And you can kind of see it when people are going downhill.
He didn't look his best this time around.
No,
but I thought he looked all right. Michael Chandler before Michael kicked his chin in some poor girl's lap in the front row.
I know he was beating Michael Chandler until that happened.
Yeah. So I mean, and he was beating this guy until he got the eye poke.
It was Nate Diaz whooped him though.
That was Max Holloway.
No, Nate Diaz.
Nate Diaz fought Max Holloway.
What do you mean? He fought Tony Ferguson. His last fight.
Was it Ferguson?
Yeah. Because remember that was the whole weight thing.
Yeah, I thought it was Max Holloway.
No. Max Holloway is like he's 145. Yeah.
Am I making this up? I am 100% making this up, aren't
Kind of.
I? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. It was Ferguson, wasn't it? I'm stupid. Don't listen to me.
Each fight he's been going downhill.
Yeah, don't listen to me. Max Holloway's a completely different person. What the fuck? For some reason in my head, because I don't watch them fight a bunch, in my head, those two are the same person.
Well, to be fair, Max Holloway really hasn't fought that much since we started watching.
Huh. So Tony is. So yeah, he did get fucked by Nate.
He didn't even cut Nate Diaz, and Nate Diaz has such scar tissue.
Like Nate outclassed him.
Yeah. What 1-2s. And then he
Yeah.
choked.
Yeah, it's probably done. It's probably done, isn't it? Hey, he had a good run. He had a good run.
You did say this though. Him versus McGregor would be a good fight.
Yeah. I'd rather see that than see McGregor versus Michael Chandler. Well, it depends if you want Conor to win or lose.
Yeah, because boxing, McGregor, I mean, we haven't seen him, but he's like the best boxer in the UFC. One of them.
Yeah.
But wrestling's not his suit.
You say that, but it's like, I don't think he's a bad wrestler.
No, Conor McGregor is probably a great wrestler just compared to Michael Chandler.
Yeah, I think he can wrestle. I mean, he's stuff. If you can stuff a Khabib takedown, you're probably and then he got eaten alive by Khabib, but it's like everybody gets eaten alive by Khabib.
Who didn't get eaten alive by Khabib?
Yeah, and he had his best round against Khabib. Mm-hmm. Or he put the best round Khabib's ever had against him. But with that being said, I mean, my prediction is Conor's just not going to ever fight again. And
he was also like, that was like 3 years ago when he fought Khabib.
Yeah. And Conor's just going to he's going to Dylan Dennis his way into retirement and talk a bunch of shit. I mean, did you see the tweet he just sent to Ariel Helwani? Ariel said that Dustin was going to be the in the Hall of Fame one day.
Yeah.
Which is probably true. It's not a bad take. Conor said, oh, this cheeky motherfucker deleted it. Wow.
Hey, he sobered up.
What a goofball.
Him and Poirier hate each other.
He said something along the lines of he shouldn't be in the fucking in the Hall of Fame. He's never been undisputed champion in his life. He had one good win against me where I was bopping him up the entire first round, and then he beat me again when I broke my fucking leg. Besides that, he's never done it. He hasn't done jack shit. Which, from the outside looking in, it's not wrong.
Yeah.
But also, he was fucking Conor up the beginning of the third fight. And then he didn't outclass him, but he out-strategized him in the second fight.
Yeah.
I believe he was interim champion for a little bit there, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He was an interim champion, which I consider that champion.
He's beat some good people like Eddie Alvarez. He
beat Michael Chandler. He had great fights.
Yeah,
he beat the guy you're supposed to be coming back to fight.
And let's be real honest here, Prime Conor McGregor is never beating Khabib. Now he might be able to beat Charles Oliveira because of his chin, but
Might.
he's got to knock him out.
That's a might with a capital N and then an M and then a capital T at the end of it with a period. He might.
I'm talking about like Conor McGregor though in his prime when he was knocking everyone out. He might be able to beat him then, but like I
Meh.
don't.
Meh.
Yeah,
Who has Connor knocked out at 155? I feel like we talk about this every episode.
we do. Eddie
Who is-
Alvarez.
He didn't knock him out. He didn't knock him spark out, did he? He just KO'd him a bunch.
Yeah, but yeah, knocked out cold. Yeah, well, he really hasn't fought that much.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
What the
it's
fuck
like-
are we talking about?
and I don't count Cowboy because he's a journeyman. He's good, but
Didn't he fight Cowboy 170 though?
I don't know what the hell he fights.
And he didn't even spark Cowboy out. He
He-
shoulder struck him to death.
I mean, he kicked him in the head.
And then he
but-
head kicked him. But it's like he didn't knock Diaz out. He didn't knock Khabib out. He didn't even knock Dustin down.
He hits hard though.
I'm telling you, he hits hard, but I don't think that power is as big of a deal as you think it is.
I think his power.
I think it's just super. I think he's just super accurate.
I think in prime McGregor, his power is better than almost anyone in the light heavy, or what is it, lightweights.
Well, that's probably true. As far as punching power,
I'm saying, like, I think he hits harder than
But-
Poirier, Gaethje.
like raw strength,
No.
no. Like at the same time, if somebody like had to cock one up at me at my current weight, I'm a big kid. I would rather get hit by Connor
Then who?
than like Dustin.
Yeah, well, Connor's is going to be a clean shot. So, like, if you do get knocked out, you just wake up. Like, Gaethje or Poirier, you're going to have, like, a fucked up face.
I think those guys like are really strong.
Yeah, they're stronger. They're bigger, too.
Yeah, just base stronger. I don't fucking know. We'll see. I want to see it, but he's not coming back anytime soon.
Yeah.
Speaking of somebody that Connor fought, big fight this weekend, Nick. Big fight feel. Oh.
Are we just ditching the last 3 fights?
Oh yeah. What happened? Fucking
Derek Lewis. Yeah, we can skip it. I don't care.
yeah, Derek Lewis threw a Masvidal fucking knee across the cage and absolutely murdered this poor guy. Poor bastard never even saw it coming. If I'm Derek Lewis, I'm retiring right there. It's over. Why?
Yeah.
You cannot go out on a better note. I mean, that was phenomenal. Do some commentating.
Yeah, who the fuck would expect that? A fucking 260-pounder.
There's a 260-pound giant male running at me and throwing a knee from the fucking garments of hell.
Imagine getting like knocked out like that or dazed and then waking up and seeing him do his celebration.
Oh my god, he emoted on his dead body. Jesus. And by the way, I'm not sure if he doesn't land that knee that fight goes well for him.
No, he's another fighter who's getting washed.
Well, he's 38.
Yeah.
It's just time. It's okay. It happens to everybody. It's all right.
Now the heavy they fight. They can go later in their career, so they don't fight as much.
This is true. I think I was gonna say I would rather see Derek I would rather see him fight Derek Lewis fight I was gonna say I'd rather see him fight John Jones than Stipe Miocic.
No.
But I don't think Derek has the ability.
No.
But Stipe also is 45 and hasn't fought in 3 years. And when he did, he got fucking blasted.
Yeah, well, that's Francis.
I think he'd lose to anybody.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really seen him fight ever. You know, you can watch replays, but it's different.
He could
And, like,
wrestle. He could wrestle Derek Lewis. Stipe can, and he would win that way.
I mean,
If you think about it, every person, this is what I should have brought up to Jacob. Every person that John Jones has fought was naturally a middleweight.
that's what I was saying. They're smaller.
So that means everybody John Jones has fought is smaller than him.
Dude, I watched a lot of his fights. They're like he's got a 4-inch like height advantage and like a 10-inch reach.
I'm never gonna say that he's not the best. Okay, we could still say he's the best. Maybe it's Mighty Mouse, but we could still say that he's one of the best just because of his record and what he did. But I didn't see this stat until recently. Everyone he fought was naturally 185. Everybody. And whenever he went away for 3 years to put on the weight, to pack on the weight, he was 240, 260 in the first year.
So
I didn't know that either. So he was ready to go the entire time when Francis was fighting, and he didn't.
Yeah.
Then he comes up and he out wrestles, which I'm an idiot for saying I thought Gon may have won because I was hoping that Gon would have some sort of wrestling capabilities or be naturally big enough to stop the takedown, stuff any sort of takedown. But then in my fucking dumbass head, I didn't think to myself, he got out wrestled by Francis, who had 2 fucking blown knees, who isn't a wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot for that, by the way. So then John comes up and he fights Serial Gon, or Surreal Gon, or Serial Gon, or fucking Gon A, or Gon, and he out wrestled him. And now he's gonna fight Stipe, who's 45, and he's gonna hang it up.
And I feel like he'll fight one more. There's some dude who just fought like 2 weeks ago.
Last name starts with an A. I know exactly who you're talking about. Young kid.
Yeah, he beats everyone in like 2 minutes.
He should fight. What's his name? If he wants to call himself the best, Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, that's him.
He has to fight Tom Aspinall.
I'd rather see that fight than Stipe.
That makes more sense. Why? I don't even understand this. I still don't fathom it. Stipe is not even.
When was the last time he fought?
3 years ago.
How's he get a title shot? I understand how John Jones got his title shot, but
no idea. I don't even think Stipe Miocic is ranked.
he shouldn't be.
And he's not on this list. If John beats Stipe Miocic, which he will, because Stipe is 45, he has to fight Tom Aspinall.
Yeah, and then he can retire.
Then he can retire. But then and only then. Prove that you can beat somebody your size.
Yeah.
Who is a certified killer in their prime. Prove it. And there's some fights that he fought whenever he wasn't light heavyweight fighting middleweights that he may have lost.
Well, do you watch the Dominic Reyes one?
Yeah.
I think he lost that.
I think he lost that one too.
And then
Gustafson.
Yeah, I was gonna say those fights are like so weird because we were talking about steroids that he took. Like he's losing the first rounds to that guy. And so
I think you and I watched that together, like on replay at your old house.
We probably did.
I mean,
I've rewatched them though, but
John's got great skills. But show me a fight. Show me a real fight.
Someone his side.
And he tweeted, and he was like, and this is where like the whole debate came up because he tweeted, he's like, everybody wants me to fight Tom Aspinall, and they always say that this guy's going to be the one to beat me, and yada 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 yada, which is true. And then everybody said that about people he fought before, but everybody who he fought before were middleweights who just came up, so, who you were bigger than. while they were in their prime, they still had to come up. Alexander Volkanovski's in his prime. He still had to come up to fight Islam Makhachev.
Yeah.
So fight Tom Aspinall, who's your weight in his prime in the heavyweight division, who's the third ranked fighter. I feel like we're talking a lot about other fights that aren't Dustin Poirier versus Justin Gaethje.
That fight, there's really nothing to talk about.
It wasn't that much. Head kick dead, headshot dead. Gaethje beat Poirier. Dustin's the better fighter, but he just got head kicked. So
I don't. That one's close.
I think Dustin beats Gaethje. I think that Dustin.
I love Dustin, but dude, they're both so good.
I don't like Dustin that much.
Dustin Poirier, I love him, dude. But he is an asshole.
I get fake energy from him.
Yeah, for sure.
I
But
don't
I like
believe
it. I like him.
fine. It's fine. I like it. I like watching him fight.
I think he's probably one of the most. I feel like he's one of the most hated fighters just because he fought McGregor. You know, McGregor's got tons of fans.
Fuck him.
I know.
Fuck him. All right.
There was one more fight, the Piera versus.
Oh yeah, that
yeah.
was on this card.
Bitch.
This was a pretty big card, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Pierre won, right?
yeah, he did pretty good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he should naturally fight at that weight.
He's still huge for that. He still has to cut 20 pounds to get to that one.
No. He's probably gonna fight for the title next. is
Yeah,
what I would
Jerry or
imagine.
Yuri or whatever his name is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, sure. Cool. That probably makes sense. He's a good fighter. He's fun to
think they-
watch.
I think they should have made this the title fight, but
And I don't mind that either. Because that's like Piera's rematch clause for a title that he lost, but it's just not his title. So is it because isn't the lightweight championship vacant?
yeah. One dude tore his ACL playing basketball.
Yeah, these things happen. These things, not to me, but these things happen to other people sometimes. But yeah, Gaethje versus Dustin. It was a pretty good UFC card. And I'm hoping that they announce Colby versus fucking Gaethje
Leon
soon, or Leon Edwards soon. And that's the one fight that I really want to see. But Islam versus Oliveira on the 14th of October as well.
It might be. I know it's in October.
That's crazy. That's on the same day. We got a fucking busy day ahead of us.
You hear that?
No, what am I listening to?
No, it was a horn. Or like a siren. I don't know what the hell it was. Out here in Alaska, we got some crazy shit going on.
You're not in Alaska.
Someone
October 20th.
Someone probably just caught a huge ass fish when they were ice fishing.
October 24th. Interesting. Anyways, moving on to our last
Topic.
topic of the day. The big one, the thumbnail, the main event.
Are you serious? We just spent 40 minutes talking about the other. What the fuck is the big one?
Well, we're not going to be really talking about this that much.
Oh, Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz.
Yeah. What's there to talk about? I'm not talking about the card because I don't give a rat's dick. Is Amanda Serrano fighting on the card? I have no idea.
I don't even
Maybe.
think so. I think I saw she's fighting next week. I could be wrong now.
Who knows? Jake versus Nate is this Saturday. I'm assuming they're going to start rolling out open workouts and press conferences and yada yada yada. But it's interesting. Like, remember when we did the podcast when I was in Florida?
Yeah.
The fight was announced then.
Fuck. Time flies. That doesn't feel that long ago, but
It was.
I know it was.
Like he announced the fight like 6 months in advance. That's insane. It's Jake Paul versus Nathan Diaz. 10-round fight, first crossover boxing fight to be 10 rounds. Jake is back training with Shane Mosley, looks strong. Looks fucking super in shape. Nate Diaz is whatever he's doing. I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Uh,
It doesn't matter. I'm sorry. It just doesn't matter.
that's what I was asking.
Nick, what's your prediction for Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz?
I think. Here's my question.
Let me stop you there. Jake Paul is going to kill him. I'm
No,
sorry.
No. I think Jake Paul's gonna kill him. But do you think for like the viewers, kind of like how Floyd did with some of his fights, do you think Jake will not knock him out right away?
No.
It's like if like they go hard, I think Jake knocks him out in the first round.
Oh man, listen. Jake looks super strong, and we hate Jake Paul, by the way. So I can't stress this enough. We do not like Jake Paul.
I love Jake Paul.
Shut the fuck up. like they made this 10 rounds. There's no reason. It's not gonna go 10 rounds. Nate is like 39 or 38 years old. He's not a naturally good boxer. He hasn't been training in box. This is going to be the same exact thing that everybody keeps falling for, but even worse.
You know what I hate? As when like people spar with like a boxer or something and they think that they're a boxer. Like just because like Nate Diaz has sparred with boxers his whole MMA career, but that's sparring.
And like Jake is not he's not the most technically gifted boxer ever at all. He's not, I mean, he's technically more gifted than like KSI is, but he's not, but he's just the younger, faster, stronger, and more technically sound fighter.
Yeah, I
at
don't
the
know.
End of the day, who's never been knocked down, who's been rattled by Tyron Woodley, who can hit harder than Nate Diaz can. Nate is slow, not technically sound. He's not strong. What do we think is going to happen here, guys?
Yeah. And, you know, you can have the greatest stamina, but, like, he can't wrestle in there. He's not going to be able to lay on his back. And, like, when you're not in control of the pace, which I think Jake will, like, control the pace, he's going to get worn out quick.
And everybody says, like, oh, Nate's gonna drag him into deep water. It's Nate Diaz. He could take punishment all day and he can keep going. Hey, you know what Nate Diaz does get whenever he takes punishment? Fucking knocked down. Those are points. And the more you get knocked down, they're just gonna call the fight.
Yeah, it's just
they're not gonna let him just keep getting up and up and up. If he gets knocked down 4 times per round, they're gonna call it.
And boxing, getting hit in boxing is different.
It's
like look at Ben Askren, for example. That dude took the biggest hits in MMA and then one hit from Jake.
Jake's gonna throw a bomb that Nate has not seen before at that weight.
Yeah, it's just
and if he doesn't get flatlined, he's just gonna get TKO'd.
Yeah,
it's a long day. It doesn't make any sense.
And Jake's not going to get tired because it's going to be exactly how he wants the fight to go. I think I don't like this fight. It's just
this is stupid. This is a giant waste of time. This is a waste. And if Nate finds a way to beat him, then great.
This will be the biggest upset.
Upset that I've ever seen. But
like Leon Edwards being Kamaru Usman, big upset. Not even close to this one.
No. So yeah, this is a giant waste of time, and it doesn't make any sense. And while it does have and it's not a big fight feel, it's something to watch momentarily.
It's like, oh, Jake's fighting. Let's go watch him fight.
Like Nate's only chance is to just find a way to not get knocked down and get inside and just try to slap him.
I think for me, the only way he could win is if he could somehow just clip him perfect. Knock him out.
It's never going to happen.
That's what I'm saying. It could happen,
even if he lands the most beautifully perfect, technically gifted shot you've ever seen, he doesn't have anything behind it.
I'm trying to think if he knocked anyone out in the UFC. That was because I watched a lot of almost all of his fight. I can't think of a fight.
He's a jiu-jitsu specialist. Everyone likes to say that Nate's a great striker. It's not true.
And he's not bad, but MMA
he slaps
striking
people.
MMA is different than boxing.
It's a totally different game.
Yeah, when there's no threat of getting taken down, it's just different.
It's a lot. So listen, I got Jake Paul by TKO. What do you got?
Yeah, I got that too.
So I'm sorry if that wasn't like what people wanted to hear. I just don't see. And Jake's training with Shane Mosley again, which, by the way, Dylan Dennis leaked a conversation that he had with Shane Mosley, and Shane Mosley said that was talking to Dylan Dennis a few months ago and said that the only way that Jake would fight Dylan Dennis if Dylan leaks that his knee is still torn up, because his own trainer, Shane Mosley, one of the greatest boxers in history, he said that the only reason Jake would fight Dylan is if Dylan leaks that his knee is still hurt, because Jake will only fight crippled fighters. That's wild. That got leaked.
He did fight Tommy, but then he went to fighting Nick Diaz.
This conversation was leaked a while ago. This was when Jake was supposed to fight Dylan, instead fought Ben.
Oh God,
that's wild. Your own trainer, who is your head coach this camp. And by the way, this isn't the first time that Shane Mosley trained Jake Paul. He trained Jake Paul for the Nissan Gibb fight, which in my opinion was the sharpest and most technically sound Jake has ever looked, as far as shot placement and shot selection. So it's only naturally so. Now, this whole leak situation, I'm assuming Shane Mosley's probably not in Jake's camp anymore after this Dylan leaked this. But there's just, I gotta plug my laptop in. There's just no way. There's no way.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one.
I mean, Jake's going to be naturally. I don't know if you saw videos of him recently.
He's in shape.
He's massive.
He went on what is Aaron Rodgers' friend? What's that kicker's name? He goes on there all the time, you said? Doesn't he go on that podcast all the time?
I have no idea.
All right.
I have no clue. Hold on. I got no percentage.
Yeah, plug it in, you bitch.
You talking shit on me? Are you talking shit on me?
No. Where the fuck do you go?
What are you saying?
I didn't say anything.
You lying?
I mean, you can watch it later.
I will.
Honestly, wouldn't call you there, but I don't know what to say.
And if you were talking shit, then I'm going to fire you, and Eldania is going to be the new host of this podcast.
Oh, that guy! I thought we blocked him.
I tried to.
I wonder what that guy's up to.
I don't know.
Playing that 1v5 basketball. Maybe he was the one finally.
So, yeah. So Nate is learning boxing strictly for the first time in his life. Jake is with the trainer that got him in the best technical ability of his life. His shot selection is going to be better. His fitness is going to be better. His strength is going to be higher. His speed, he's going to be faster.
And he just lost, so he can't lose.
And he cannot lose, which he won't.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just no hope here.
It's really,
and more importantly, it's bad. It's bad for crossover boxing if he loses.
Always.
If he loses here,
I don't think so. I think it actually does better if he loses.
How?
I don't know. Just more viewers, be like big upsets. I don't know.
But Jake versus KSI would never happen if KSI loses to Tommy, it could still happen. If Jake loses to Nate Diaz, they will never make that fight. Ever. There's no
that definitely would be a rematch.
Probably.
But yeah,
I'd imagine there's a rematch clause in the
contract.
Why are we even
talking about it? He's not gonna be Jake.
I don't know. because it's fun to talk about shit that doesn't happen. That's impossible. Yeah. Yeah, there's no chance. Which, whatever. Anyways, we go ahead and wrap this one up. I love how I made that whole section the thumbnail, and we're not even gonna. We only talked about it for 10 minutes.
There's nothing to talk about.
Everybody knows what we were gonna say.
I mean, we kind of talk about the same. I'm excited for football. I know we haven't talked
So
about.
am
We used
I.
to talk
I
about
wanna talk-
Rodgers so many times, and now we haven't mentioned him. I kind of miss him.
What's there talking about?
That's what I'm saying though. Like
He's in training camp. Everybody's in training camp. Burrow got his calf strain, but he'll be all right. Aaron is in training camp, absolutely killing it. The Jets are about to get Dalvin Cook.
I'm really excited. I haven't watched.
I'm excited too. We got 1 month left.
Yeah, 1 month and 11 days. Well, 10.
Yeah, but we'll probably start talking about football the week before.
Yeah, we got to go through the whole lineup.
I'd be down.
Yeah, and then
Super.
we should do predictions too.
Do weekly predictions of everybody.
Yeah, we can do that too. I'm just saying, like, you remember last year we did like Super Bowl. We could do playoffs.
Yeah. I think every episode was dedicated to,
Yeah,
like, whenever playoffs came around, every episode was dedicated to a game in the playoffs.
yeah.
Or to
And
the
we can look how
section.
terrible our predictions are.
I think it would be cool if we did each team.
Yeah.
Like we did a section where we just rapid fire predictions.
Yeah, you go, I'll go, then I'll go. You, or yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that'd be cool. And then like at the end of it, we can just talk about like the Jets and the
How they
Bengals.
suck. Well, I mean,
What'd you just say? Pick a number between 1 through 10.
such a hard
So-
question. I'm trying to do one I haven't done. I'm going with 2.
2. The winner is Josiah.
That's me. That's my fake. That's my burner.
God. Like the comment. Winner.
Come get your $5, bitch.
The winner of last week's episode messaged me back and he said, "Can't you just do it on here?" So I didn't send him $5.
Wait,
So
send
it'll-
$5.
Yeah, I commented on the post and I said DM me on Instagram so we can exchange Venmo information. And then he commented back to my comment and said, "Why can't you just do it on here?"
Can you do it on there?
I mean, he could just send me his Venmo, I guess, on there. But like,
Yeah.
I didn't like the attitude that he came off with, so I told him to go fuck himself.
Okay.
Yeah. So Josiah, congratulations. Josiah H. Ray, I believe. If I'm pronouncing your name wrong incorrectly. That's my bad.
Our apologies.
My apologies. But Josiah, congratulations. You win. DM me on Instagram and I'll send you $5. But anyways, in order to win $5, last week's number was, you just said 2, right? Last week's number was 2. In order to win $5, the first person who comments on this post a number between 1 and 10, the number that we guess next week. If you guessed it right in the comments, you will win $5. The first person to DM it and we see it, we'll send you $5. You have to like this post and you have to be following the page in order to win. If you're not following, the fuck,
Thank you for $5.
and if you don't like it, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So comment down below a number through 1 to 10. You might win $5. And if I DM you if I comment and I say DM me on Instagram so we can exchange information so I can send you the $5 and then you don't DM me on Instagram, what the fuck do you think's gonna happen, Smalls? Doy.
Why do you reclip it? Why don't you just use the same clip?
That's boring.
Yeah, but then you could get another clip in.
Because I feel like if you use the same clip, then it comes off as scammy.
Well, if people are getting their $5, and
Yeah, but like you can't prove to you can't prove to everybody that we actually sent the $5 to the people.
well, how can you prove it now?
Huh?
It's the same as now, though.
Yeah, I just don't like the idea of doing the same clip over and over and over again.
You got to be like Gronk and just do it like 20 different times in one day. Just change your shirts.
You got up here, man.
Just like on the first day of the year, just be like, all right, I got to do this 52 times. I'll take out the next 3 hours switching shirts.
And then one episode I do it naked. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Forever Talking. A little longer one today. Very sports oriented. But anyways, we'll see you all for the next episode. Appreciate the love. We love you. Cool. Thank you for watching Forever Talking. We talk nothing forever. My name is Ian Moore, my commentating partner and co-host Nicholas. Adios, amigos. See you on the next one. Peace, love.
Cause you're like a bonfire, you're warm like the sun. You kiss like the ocean, I think you're the one. See you in my horizon, a stream I feel riding. Cause you're like an island.